Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Game Dev. My name is Mike, aka Decimal Punked, and we're in the Unreal Engine, and the version we're using is 5.2.1. I've got to apologise if my voice or if I'm coughing. I was sick last night, and my throat is rather burnt from the acid, so yeah, it's a bit savage today, so apologies in advance. Right, so the last stream, those of you that were tuned in, I think I was doing some UI work or bug fixing off the top of my head. And I'll just show you. I fixed the problem that we had with the enemy projectiles spawning at the bottom left. And I will show you the solution. So I'll just clear the wave. Get that, beautiful. Still not 100% certain on the keys assigned for certain moves and things. It's I'm not sure if it feels natural. Multi-shot. Oh, I should have got that. Dude, should have an achievement for getting all of the power-ups in one go. That would be kind of next level, but you can see, guys, the projectiles aren't shooting from they're not shooting from the bottom left. I'm really happy I fixed that the last night, I think. So I'll show you the code. That was in the enemy manager, I think. Welcome to the stream. And basically this is all it does. Instead of calling from the array, the enemy array, what I chose to do was have a flip-flop state that basically it will just fire between the enemies in the game, basically. So it will do, you know, a bat, and then it will do an eyeball, bat, eyeball, bat, eyeball. It will alternate, and then if either all the bats are destroyed or all the eyeballs are destroyed, it will then go to the other branch, essentially. And before, I originally had this where it was just the two of these. And what happened was, if the flip-flop chose an eyeball and there were no eyeballs, it would default to 0-0. So by having this branch in, it helps. It just basically, if the eyeballs are all gone, it will then go to the bat. So it works. I've fixed the bug. I'm very happy with that one. Funny words, Magic Man. What? Oh, how you doing, Aaron? Welcome to the stream. I'm just going to add in one of the art assets that our amazing artist made. And it's an environment building, and it's a crypt. Oh, it's smaller than I thought. Okay. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool, though. I think I wanted to have one just up here in the corner. Oh, nice, Aaron. GG. GG. I'm going to be learning that when I finish my first year. I've got a ton of tutorials for it. That crypt looks nowhere near a realistic scale compared to the size of those tombstones. I am going to have to increase the size of that. Let's just increase the scale to 2. That's better, isn't it? Much more realistic. How have you been, Aaron? It's within the bounds, just. It's just touching the edge. There we go. That looks pretty cool. Let's see how that looks. Oh, nice. What, a film or personal project? Oh, I'm gonna miss it. Damn it. Oh, what a shot. We got the almanac. GG. I'm just wondering. If those crypts, because you can't see the door because of the angle of the game, you can't really see the door. I'm just wondering if I just copy those locations, coordinates. Oh, nice, dude. Well, I bought a bundle before I started uni, and it's got a ton of Blender tutorials all in one. Like, it's absolutely enormous. I was planning on learning that over the summer before I go back for the second year. Oh, that looks better. Dude, the RNGesus is crazing me. What's going on? It's a 25% drop chance. Why am I getting so much loot? Tootie. It's making me fruity. Oh, that can't be right. Where's the drop chance? 20% drop chance and I'm getting that much loot. I am blessed tonight. That's amazing. Thank you. Is it the eyeball that's dropping all the loot? 20% chance. Oh, dude, that sounds awesome. Steampunk zombies. Now, that's something I don't think I've seen before. That sounds pretty cool, bro. Good luck with the project. I don't remember you saying you were going college. I can't remember you saying that. I remember you saying about the fish job. I don't remember about college. How are you? Oh, wait, actually, no, I do. Tell a lie. I do. My memory's coming back now. Old age, mate. Old age. Forgetting stuff. Is it too much? I'm not too sure on that. Bro, I just got 2 bombs back to back. What the hell? What is going on? Looty tooty. But look how much loot I'm getting, bro. 20% chance to drop. Nice. How are you finding balancing the work with studies? I think those crypts look pretty cool there. I don't think... It wouldn't look right if that was facing that way because it's too long that way. I feel that looks pretty good. I've got a better idea actually. I'm going to extend the gate. I'm going to put the mausoleums just on the edge there. That would look better. I think that would look a lot... Oh god, it's so big. From above, it looks like there's room for it there. In engine, it's like, maybe it's a bit tight. I feel that looks good actually. Right, give me 1 second, guys. I just need to get the foliage remove. Dude. Why is it not letting me? What the fuck? Why can I not select that little tree on this one? Just let me select that one. What is going on there? Lasso select. There we go. Deselect, right. Get rid of that one. That was really weird, wasn't it? Hey, Si. Welcome to the stream, dude. So, Aaron, I finished my 2D platformer in Unity. I'm very, very happy with that. Kurgan, that's just tuned in, will tell you all about that. Spent a lot of time on that one. Very, very complex mechanics in a couple of areas. Not very, very complex, but for my level of learning and where I'm in my first year, I felt it was quite almost like it was just difficult. But this game I'm working on at the moment is the group project. It is a modern take on Space Invaders. It's really, really cool. I'm not just saying that, it is really, really cool. Oh, I need to go on the selection. Right, let's select that. Hold on, what's going on there? Oh, the plane. Right, I'm selecting the plane. That would explain... That would explain why I was unable to select those things. I must have been clicking the plane. Okay, right, let's just get these. So what I'm going to do here... I don't want that landscape layer, or that one. I want to dupe these. So I'm going to drag that there. Rotate. You spin me right round, baby, right round. And basically these mausoleums, they just didn't look right in the graveyard. So I quite like the idea of them sitting on the outside. It actually reminds me of Diablo 2 with Bloodraven, the first mini-boss that you encounter. There are quite a few crypts in that game. And, yeah, basically. So what I could do is I could have it just jutting out. Just like that. That's cool. How does that look in game? Oh, that looks good. You can't see the pillars when it's like that, but you can see the entrance. Okay. Make millions. Come off it. Come off it. Alright, let's... what do I need to do? Right, I'm going to bring... oh my god. I'm going to select those. And deselect that, that, and that. And then I'm going to dupe that over there. Line it up. That looks good to me. I know that's slightly sunken into the landscape, but I don't mind that. It's not going to be visible at the height that we're at, so let's get rid of that. Billions. Dude, what have you been eating or drinking or smoking to be talking crazy talk right now? You're acting crazy. Okay. Is that aligned? Looks like it's off just by a tad. Yes, it is. There we go. Okay. Slot you in. Your new home. Nice. Let's see how that looks, guys. Oh, that looks cool. You can just see the fence. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to draw the path into that. So if I go on to, was it mesh paint? No. Landscape paint. Dirt. Brush size. There we go. I'll do that as 250. It's a bit too thick, isn't it? Let's do 200. I made a pig's ear of that. See, stuff like this, you need a... Oh, mate, why can't I do a straight line? There we go. I like that. That looks cool, dude. Okay. How Minecraft level cells, dude? You're talking crazy talk. Oh, sorry, you haven't seen the shield spirit wall that we've got. I asked the artist to make this model in the original Space Invaders. How cool does that look? I've angled them. If they were at their normal position, standing tall, because of the perspective of the game, you can't actually see the model. So what I did was I angled it ever so slightly, just so the player can actually see what it is, instead of just like a bird's eye view of a little blue blob. But they're meant to represent a spiritual shield wall. So if the enemies breach past the player, and it can happen, if the player cleared the central section of the enemy array, then you've got enemies on the far left, far right, and I've tested it before and they can go past the player. So we needed a condition that if that did happen, the player would die. So I thought it'd be quite cool to have this spiritual shield wall, kind of like a bit Viking-ish, but not for that reason. It was more to fit the theme of the game, with the, you know, the evil gothic creatures against the light kind of thing. And this was like, I asked for like a Crusader type model, Crusader Knight. So he's holding a kite shield, and I think it looks great. Let's just check that crypt. I like that crypt there on the side. I do like that on the side. If we had one the other side, it would be symmetrical. So let's just add the other one in there. So what I'm going to do for this, I'm going to basically copy the coordinates of that and paste that on there, and do that, and then do that. So now we know that it's perfectly aligned, and boom. Easy as pie. Not maths pie. Okay, I'm going to bring this just here, and then we'll go to the foliage, lasso, and we're just going to plonk, deselect. That lasso is it is a bit chunky. Where is it? It's right there. Basically, we want to get rid of those ones. Okay. And then, why is my phone going off? What's going on? Yeah, Teutonic Knights. That's kind of what I meant, dude. One second, guys. Sorry guys. Are you on about this game, Aaron? You on about this game I'm making at the moment? What do I need to do? We can do the exact same thing over there. I'm going to show you a little trick of the trade. It's not a trick of the trade, it's my trick of the trade. Well, this is a university group project. I think I did ask one of the lecturers the other day, and I said, you know, what are we able to do with these projects? Because obviously they're made for university in terms of they're our projects, but they are our work. So I think we could, if we wanted to, we could further develop the things that we've been working on. So yeah, it's more than possible. We did actually have a boss wave planned for wave 4, but given the timescale, this game needs submitting. Oh, you bastard! Oh, you bastard! Now I've got to line you up. Yeah, this game needed submitting. It needs submitting the end of this month. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm trying to concentrate here. But yeah, there's 1 or 2 games that I've made that would definitely be really cool to do. 1 second. Dude. There we go. If I got rid of that. Yeah. Right, so you can see there the ground's sunken there. I quite like that though. You're not even going to see that at the height this game's played. I quite like that it kind of gets buried into the landscape. Yeah, I think that's the case for the lecturers. I'm not so sure about students' work, but yeah, yeah, I'll have to look into it. But all of the ideas themselves, the actual ideas I've come up with for the games have been my own. So, and a lot of the code, and quite a few cases, has been my own through hours of hard work. Oh, we need to add in a thingy path. Look at that. How cool is that? Oh, that looks cool. That looks cool, doesn't it? I'm just thinking what I might do. I might change the colour of that roof because it is so white. One thing I don't like is that the eyeballs... I mean, you can see the red tendrils. I don't think they are called tendrils. They're like veins. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know the correct term for it. But the eyeballs clash with the colour of the roof, so I'm going to try and make it just a bit darker, a bit of a darker grey. So if I go into the static mesh, environment, buildings, crypt, and then I think it's the crypt body. Yes, it is. Okay, so if I go into the material, I think the base colour is going to be white, isn't it? No. Oh, okay. Oh, it is a grey. Alright, well let's just copy that hex linear. And a hex sRGB. And I'm just going to see how a slightly darker grey would look, where hopefully it won't clash as much with the oh, that's much better, isn't it? Look at that. Little change. You can still see it's a crypt. Look at that. Watch the eyeball go over it. That is much better, isn't it? You have to think about this. You have to think about the look. Does it distract? The whole point of this action taking place above the environment is so that's the area of focus. The environment below is meant to complement the mood, the feel, not distract and conflict with it. Yeah. It's more fitting with the building. Yeah, I'm happy with that change, the grey. Yeah. It's a tiny change. Now, I know the columns are still white, but as you can see from the above, you can't actually see those. So that's fine to just leave the columns as they are. I'm sure the artist will be completely fine with that slight colour change. It actually matches the colour of the gravestones as well. I mean, it did look a little bit too clean for a graveyard that's got enemies of the dead and evil. But yeah, that doesn't distract now. That looks pretty cool. Okay. Right, I just need to jot down that I've added these in. Okay, let's get rid of that hex code that I just jotted down. Okay, so now what I want to do, what was this? I need to check what I called the stream, guys. Right, I think that'll do for what I wanted to do for the environment. What I want to do is the HUD animation. And then I'll see if I can do the leaderboard's UI art. So, Sai, have you seen our special attack? I don't think you've seen a special attack, have you? So you'll notice at the left-hand side, we have energy. You see that? Let me know you're watching and then I'll do it. I don't want to do it when you're not looking. So the left-hand bar is the energy. When it's at maximum, you press Q to do a special attack. That uses the scythe. It's more like a safety net for if they get too close. Like, pretty cool, isn't it? It's fucking awesome. I spent ages doing the visual effects for that. Originally, it was this like pink or purple beam. It looked really cool, but the way the beam particle emitter was working, it just didn't. It was just being really weird, basically. it was really, really strange. But what I ended up with, I'm very happy with that. Like, I think it looks pretty cool. It's really, really fun. And you notice the HUDs at the top left, the icons, I added those in. So when you get a pickup, you know what you've got active at the moment. And then when the effect wears off, it turns back to, it turns off basically. This is a really fun game. I'm not saying that because we made it. It is really, really fun to play. It's just like Space Invaders, but gothic and with tons of power-ups. Like, you could imagine adding on like a customization feature. Like, you know, like at the moment, like you could go into the player, like, and where you've got the model, you could like customize the color of the robe, the scythe. Like, that's so easy to do. Like, you just go in here. Player. Like, you see we've got all of these different areas. Like, you could change the colour of the mask, the eyes, the gloves. Like, I think I could easily do something like that to, you know, like unlock a cosmetic system. So, like, what, this character model. Yeah, the artist made that. Not me. The only thing I've done, I don't make any of the art assets. I've done all the visual effects. So the scythe attack with the blue thing. Like, I used the artist's scythe model, but the visual effects, the blue spikes and stuff, when players die, when the bomb goes off, sorry, when enemies die, like those visual effects you see, I did those. But the actual models, it's the artist's work. Right, I'm happy with that environment, adding in those crypts. I think that looks cool. What I want to do is something that's shouldn't be too difficult to do, because I've done a lot of UI work before. Basically, what you'll notice, guys, I'll just show you. When you're playing, the bar accumulates. I don't want to change the colour of the blue because I like the colour blue. I know it's a different colour to the background, but, and I will change those bubbles because they're winding me up just looking at them. That was something I whacked together quickly. So at the moment, the energy bar's full. The player can use the special attack, but if they're focusing on killing the enemies, they're not gonna. They might miss it. So I'm gonna add like a bit of a pulsating glow to the energy bar. Oh yeah, so the scythe, blueprints, special ability. Yeah, this is this bit here, the highlighted bit. That is the artist's model. I put in the capsule, which handles killing the enemies, and the special ability thing you see here. That's a Niagara Systems effect that I put together. I spent about 4 hours playing around with it, and the previous rendition of that's not the right word, is it? But you know, the first thing I was playing around with did look really cool, but when you were in engine, it looked like the beam was wiggling all over the map. It was really strange. So I went for this option, which looks cool, and it has a bit of a motion blur. So it does the job. It looks funky. It looks cool. Right, so let's hop into the UI. What am I going on, guys? The HUD. Okay. Right, so I want this to I want to have a I don't even know if you can you do like effects? No way. Oh, is that it? I got excited then. Background blur. Thank you, dude. It was really fun. It was worth it. Took a while, but it was definitely worth it. Oh, what's a throbber? A throbber widget that shows several zooming circles in a row. What is that? Right, I'm just trying to think the best way to do this. I could have. Would yellow go with blue? Let me just check something. Yeah, yellow does go with blue. Okay, perfect. Okay, that means I can make this go golden. I'll have that pulse. Right, we're going to do an animation. Jesus. Right, I don't want to fuck this up. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff in there. So I'm just going to go on animation, and I'm going to call this pulse. We're going to click on that, and we're going to add energy bar. Hold on. Energy bar. Can I drag that on there? You're joking. Canvas panel slot. I'm just going to go for that one. That's the one it is. Right. And it's going to be color. So if I go on the energy bar, the fill image, Sorry about the throat clearing, guys. My throat is really sore from last night. Thanks for the spam view, Fateful. Appreciate it. Right, so I've copied that, so... That's a bit of a bugger. That did look a good... That did look a good golden. It's kind of like a golden... That. I like that. Yeah, okay. Right, let's copy that hex linear. And we'll copy the sRGB one just as well. Okay, so I'm going to cancel that. And I'm going to go back to my animation. And it's the style. Style. Fill. Bar fill. Style. Maybe it's not that one. Oh, that's a bugger, isn't it? I need to temporarily... What does the fill animation do? Oh, okay. Interesting. Why is it going green? Let me just temporarily... I'll get lost. Let's just see how that looks. Okay, the reason I think it's doing that is because the fill image is here. So it's getting a tint. Oh, I don't like that. Okay. Just trying to think the best way to do this. Hmm. So I think because there's the background image. Hmm. So even though I said that was yellow, because you had the tint from here, yellow and blue makes green. That's why it was going green. Yellow and blue does make green, doesn't it? So on the animation, um, so what is it at the moment? 051. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We will. Bro, why is it not adding a keyframe? Did it add one? Why is it not letting me add a keyframe at the start there? We need to have one at the start. How bloody annoying. Why is it not letting me... I need a key... Okay, so if it starts at that, we want to say when it gets to there. I'm not going to need one for the alpha. So let me just write down those numbers, guys. So we've got 0, 0.5, 1, 1. You know what might just be easier? Is if I just go in here. Actually, hold on, I've got a better idea. We know that changing that colour, if I change that to yellow, it's going to go green. So we need to find out what you add to blue to make yellow. I'm assuming it might be green. I'm just going to ask AI. Oh. That's annoying, isn't it? Oh my god, right, I'm just trying to think of a way to do this. Oh my god. Shit. Okay, maybe not try an animation. How about if uh Have I just fucked that up? No, I haven't. It's still the same in there. Okay. So when I... Oh, now... So I click on that, it's there. But if I click there... Nothing. Let's just see if I put that there. Oh. Oh my god, it's gone black. I think that is because of that. Yeah, because yellow going to blue makes green. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see how purple looks then. What was the point in doing this? That just makes dark blue. Let's see what red does, or orange. That's going to be greenish. Yeah. What about white? This makes a very light blue. Let's try teal. We just want got an idea. That looks shite. That looks so shit. get rid of that one. God, I don't know. I wonder if there's a way. Is there any way? Border. There we go. I'll tell you what, let's add a border. Let's just see. Um, if I just had a border that I can turn on and off. Let's anchor that to the center. And then if I just... Maybe if I just copy... Okay. Let's put the colour to yellow. Okay, we're getting somewhere. um, uh, hmm. Let's see how that looks. No. You just want a you know what I mean? You want something to show that it's like active, really. Um, I feel the border's wrong. It just kind of it makes it a bit icky. I don't even know if you can do. What, for the energy bar? Well, I've already got green for the health, so I can't have green. I didn't want to go purple because the UI elements are purple. So purple's not really an option. And if you use red, then it's gonna, you know, most games red represents health, so it's like you don't really want to go red either. Oh, hello. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. So that marquee tool looks rubbish there. But if I thin that... Can you see that? That... That actually looks pretty damn cool. Now that is interesting. So 59. Let's go 58.5 on the border padding. So basically we could say if energy equals 10 is marquee. I think that's the solution, isn't it, really? I'm just wondering, actually, if I think I know what's going to happen. Yeah, no. No, it's not doing what I want it to do. No, that messes with the energy bar. Okay. Well, I just completely messed that up. Okay. Oh man. I just think we should go for like a bloody, just a yellow outline. I just need some visual cue. Just bear with me, guys. I'm just thinking about this. An option is to go in Photoshop and just quickly make a little golden bar. And then we can just drop that in and do an animation on it. Let's try that. Top down art. No. UI HUD. So it's got the bubbles on the HUD. This is so annoying. I feel like I'm wasting time here, just trying to think. What's the best way to do it? Oh, that's what a throbber is. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Where is it? I don't size. No tile. Oh, I just saw it. Oh, there it is. Look. Okay. Let's do animate vertically. Okay, can we rotate it? Um, oh, that's cool. Interesting. Oh, it's because it's beneath the. Oh my God, Si. Crazy man. Oh, fuck me. I wonder if you can do like the speed. um. Oh my God. If I made that a blue. Okay, so how can we... There must be somewhere where we can hopefully... Can you set, like, the speed of it? I quite like that. I really like that. Uh, that looks cool, doesn't it? I just want to know. Actually, no, I think that's enough. I think, like, that must be like every second. Or every 2 seconds, maybe. Hmm. let's try the angle on it a bit again. So the translation, that does the position. The shear is basically what does this do? Is that colour the right colour? Let me just jot that, because I do like that okay. Okay. Right. So the throbber is beneath the HUD. So what we're going to do is we'll keep that. It's something in there that could, you know, be due to change, but as a temporary thing, I know that it's slightly overhanging on the thing, but that's not a problem. Where is what am I looking for? Is enabled. If I turn that off, I might go back to the original colour actually. Right, it's the visibility. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to say, we're going to rename this as pulse. And we're going to have a condition. Right, so those are for the icons, and then timer, energy bar, health, text, score. Right, so we're gonna have a custom event called pulse. I'll call it energy pulse. We're going to go to the get player character, get energy, and if equals 10, that's the condition. So if that equals 10, where was the option I had a second ago? Visibility, hidden. Right, so pulse is going to be hidden. So it's going to be hidden. If I compile, we're not going to see it. Okay, right, so so that's going to be an if. So if that equals, what was it called? Pulse, yeah. Pulse. Right, so by default, pulse is hidden. So if energy is 10, we're going to show the pulse. If it's false, it's going to be hidden. Easy as pie. I'm going to give it that color. Okay. Energy pulse. So if it's not 10, I guess we give this a playtest, guys. There we go. How's that? That's pretty cool, right? That is pretty cool. What do you think, Si? So, the only time it will show is if the player's health is at 10. Energy's at 10. Get ready. Boom. It's cool, isn't it? It's when you're playing, you can see that out of the corner of your eye. Like if I'm watching the character, my peripherals clock that. So you're like, oh, okay, right, I'm at full. Right, use that. Boom. I think that's a good... Like, obviously the colours can be changed to whatever I want. But it has to kind of... You don't want to go too far from the thing, because the kind of colour scheme at the minute is like greens, blues and purples, and with the environment a bit of brown. So it's kind of like... You don't want to add in another colour that's just going to, you know... I love that. I think that looks really, really cool. That was such a simple... Yeah, yeah, they do. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's a the colour I've gone for, like that teal cyan type colour. It kind of goes with the blue scheme of the energy bar, and it stands out against it. Obviously, when I replaced those pixel bubbles, I was looking for inspiration on how to do the bubbles a little bit better, because and I found like a square shaped, it was like square shaped bubbles, pixel bubbles, which look pretty cool. But I mean, that's I'm happy with that. I think that looks cool. I'm really happy with that. Obviously we're getting a few error codes there. That's something to look into and fix. What have I done tonight? I don't know where the time's gone, to be honest. What was this stream called? HUD animation, done that. Environment, I've done that. I've put in the crypts. So I've done 2 things on the list. I didn't get to the leaderboards. I do need to go to bed though, because I've got to be up in 5 hours. But yeah, the leaderboards I'll get done tomorrow. I just need to get the sorry. I just need to get the yeah, the leaderboards art because at the moment I've got the main menu. I need to just do like a leaderboard. I was gonna have like a stone tablet, kind of similar to the gravestone, but it would just be like a little curved thing. Just, I have it in my head. I know what I want it to look like. It'll just be like a little stone tablet or something. And then, just for the settings, what I need to do is, again, just keeping with the theme of the current menu at the minute. Just having that kind of square shape with, you know, necessary areas for the text to sit. But yeah, I mean, Everything's looking great though. I mean, in here we're going to have obviously the power-ups, we're going to have the enemy icons. Yeah, so I'm going to call it there because I do need to go to sleep. But we've got two things done out of the list. We've got the environment done. We've got we've added in. Oh, the fog. The fog, was the fog in the game when I was playing? Oh, it was. Yeah, good. There we go. Yeah, okay. Right, so I'm going to call it there, guys. I should be back tomorrow night. I'll do some more dev tomorrow night. What I'll do is I'll get the I'll spend tomorrow night doing the pixel art for the main menu to get that completely wrapped up, and then I need to make a button for the narrative intro. So I'll get those two things done, and then there's just the pause menu, wave clear, and then something else. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed it, feel free to follow on Twitch. Don't forget to check out my YouTube channel. The panel's below. That's got all of the previous game dev streams for Unity and Unreal. Tons and tons of content out there, so feel free to check it out. Thanks for joining me, and as always, stay safe, and I will see you in the next stream. Ciao.